Welcome back. It's time to escape the action at Seminole Casino Hotel Immokalee. It is Vegas style 24/7 because just like Vegas, Seminole Casino Hotel never closes. It is pure entertainment anytime you want, and truly where paradise wins. All right, grab your antiques and your favorite collectibles. Here from Rick's Trading Post is Rick Keating. He's here to take you on an antique roadshow full of history, full of fun. I'm so happy to have you back. Good morning, Rick. Great to see you again.
Thanks for having me back.
So we're actually going to talk glass eyeballs today, and I know that got everybody's attention. This segment is going to be the one everybody remembers. So we're gonna save the best for last here. You brought something else with you. These are arrowheads, and you have quite the collection. Explain to everybody what an arrowhead is.
Well, these are all American Indian arrowheads, so these came from the Cumberland Valley, so from really Ohio down to Kentucky.
Ooh.
This collection hung at University of Tennessee for 3 years, so it definitely is the real deal. There's a lot of fakes out there with these.
I was going to say, what makes them a collectible?
Well, just because you can tell if somebody knows arrowheads, you can send it off and have it appraised or have it judged, and it will get graded on a scale from 1 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you happen to find one, I was telling you I grew up in the Midwest, and we used to find them all the time. Are you looking for color? Are you looking at maybe the pointiness of it, or is there anything specifically, or just anything you find that looks close, pick it up?
Well, let me give you an example. These two, or these four, right here in this case right here,
Talking about the larger ones here
Yep,
on
the
the
larger
side?
ones right here. Those are Clovis points. These are 7,500 to 12,000 years old.
Wow.
So as you can
Incredible.
see, they chipped it all the way up to the tip. So that is very difficult to do. So that would be probably the most expensive arrowheads in this collection.
Yeah. Wow, wow. Pretty cool. So these over here, anything specific that, these are a larger example too, kind of like you were pointing out as well.
Those are spear points. So again, those are very collectible. And again, think about how long it took for an American Indian to make just one.
Nice.
You know, and it's definitely an art, and it takes a long, long time to master it.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so glass eyeballs. This is actually something that people collect, and unbelievable.
That is medical quackery, it's called.
I love how you put that. What is it about the glass eyeballs that you know, makes them a collectible?
Well, they're very, very rare, and to find them in a case of 50 is very difficult. So this probably was at an ophthalmologist's office, so that he would just give them examples of eyes that would replace their current eyes. And the really neat thing is they could match your eyes exactly to color.
They really are fascinating. You said that they're actually made from blown glass, right?
That's correct, by hand, yep. And this box right here actually is from the Civil War era. So you think about it, there was a lot of injuries then and amputations, so this is really the start of the glass eye era.
So how did you first come across your first case of glass eyeballs?
You know, it's so funny. Like I said, you just never know what you're going to find. You know, it's the thrill of the chase. And somebody had these in North Fort Myers, and I bought I think it was like 13 cases of 50. You know, so it's just unique, and I loved it.
And we talk about the blown glass, but how are they actually made? Because if you pick them up and look at them, they're not complete full circles. A lot of them are kind of sockets and half circles, right?
That's right. It's basically a long glass tube, and they heat up the end, and they will blow into it, and it takes a long time to figure out how to do this. And it's a process, so they'll make the actual base of the eye first, and then they'll match the color of the eye and cover it with more glass.
Unbelievable. And just to match the color like that, I mean, it really is spot on. And you were pointing out during the break too that if you want your eye to actually look a little bloodshot,
that's correct.
They can make that happen too.
That's the Sunday morning or Saturday morning eyeball. So if you're out with your friends, you got bloodshot eyeballs to match.
Well, talk about Rick's Trading Post for a minute. You know, if you have collectibles like this or anything else, you can bring it in and get things appraised. And I always say move over American pickers. This is pretty much what you do, but this is local here, local to Southwest Florida. And if you just want to get a price on something, if you just want to get maybe a little history on something, you can just bring it in, right?
Sure, you can call me or come to my store, which is right across the street from the Edison Mall. It's on Courtney Drive. Or if you have too much stuff, I can come to you. I do house calls.
I was gonna mention that too. That's a fabulous thing about you. You will go to the house, and you talk about the thrill of the chase. You know, I can see why when you're getting glass eyeballs brought to you. So pretty exciting.
It's unique.
When you are looking for Rick's Trading Post, there's a big antique sign too I wanted to mention.
Right in the
you
front
really
of the
can't
building.
miss your building.
That's
so
right.
Rick has a special offer that he would also like to extend to our Morning Blend viewers. If you mention the Morning Blend, Rick, what do they get?
They get 10% off and you can also call me at 980-6727.
So again, Rick's Trading Post in Fort Myers. And I wanted to say too, speaking to these arrowheads again, you can find these here locally. You mentioned a good place, maybe the Peace River, if you want to go out and find your own.
Yep, all you got to do is go down the river and try to go closer to Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah.
And bring a shovel and a sifter, and you can find megalodon teeth, which are shark teeth, and also arrowheads right here in Florida.
And then take your collectibles and down to Rick's Trading Post.
That's right. I like that.
Rick, thank you so much. Great
You
to
bet.
have you back.
Thank you
Good to
very
see
much.
you again. All right, Rick's Trading Post Tuesday. We'll go ahead and send it over to Carly for more.
Rick, I learned a lot from you this morning and a lot about you. All right, up next, forget the harmful rays at the beach. How you can zoom your way to a tan in just a matter of seconds.